Okay, it's another wonderful day of doing the streaming. Yeah, just making sure my audio is actually working today instead of waiting 3 hours to check. Anyway, uh, let's go. So I did some experimenting off stream. And by some experimenting, I mean, I know how to mod this game now. Um, And then I figured out that so I figured out how to just like add items in the game. So it's like, maybe I just add items and add the equivalent number of items and add the equivalent number of souls and just be like, good enough. You know, I don't need to live through stabbing dark wraiths the thousands of times it would take to get everything I need. Tens of thousands of times it would take to get everything I need. And then I realized that I don't like that because that feels boring to me. And I was like, why does that feel boring? I don't feel like that feels boring to most people. Like, I feel like I can't tell if my audio through my headphones is normal or not anymore. I really need to get new headphones this week. I'm like looking at it and I'm like, I can't tell anymore. Is this what normal audio sounds like? I don't know. But yeah. I bopped the enemy. I hit him with that sick slash. That slashing action. Up we go. But yeah, so after I finish Dark Souls, I kind of have an idea of what game I'm going to stream next, because I'm gonna go back to a challenge that I used to do and didn't finish. I think that's pretty likely to be the next thing that I stream because I'm currently hyper focused on it. Like, honestly, it was almost what I streamed today. Yeah. Anyway, so what I was saying about that is I like mindless grinding in games. Which, now that I think about it, should absolutely be on the list of like, somebody should have noticed I wasn't normal. Because you know what's not normal? Liking mindless grinding. That's pretty odd. That's definitely weird. I did do something to make it be less of a grind, though. I just messed with the drop chances. I didn't hugely increase them, but I honestly didn't do the math to know how much I increased them. Because, fun fact about this game, it's like everything has like drops, and the way you get no drop is by getting no drop. So I just lowered the weight of getting no drop. So we'll see how much of a change that made, if it was enough. And I believe I just got hit like that. That's what I get for not playing for a week, right? I'm out of practice again. I am no longer used to it. Also, my followers went down. Bummer. Oh well. I don't really care. For all I know, there were bots following me and those accounts just got removed or something. I don't know. I don't really care about follower count because I recognize that it doesn't actually matter. You know what I mean? Like it does to an extent. But I follow a lot of people on Twitch. I have never used Twitch's notifications to know when people are live. Because fundamentally, I don't tune into things because things are happening. And I get that some people do. But if I'm finding my people, which is kind of the idea behind forming a Twitch community, right? My people probably don't care for like when things are happening. They're more like, I would like to watch something now. That's more my people. That's where my brain is, because like I'm a very impulsive person, particularly when it comes to the stuff I do more for fun. Like I'm very impulsive when it comes to fun time things, right? I'm not out here being like, oh yeah, let's do things very methodically. That's not where these crazy challenges come from. These crazy challenges come from me thinking in my head, wouldn't it be funny? And then having the impulse to do it, despite knowing I'm probably not going to follow through. Like, all evidence suggests that the chances of me following through on any given idea I have are low. They're low. They're really low. I really like planning. Execution, not as much. When it comes to fun stuff, or actually just in general, I enjoy planning to do things, but I don't like planning for other people, and I don't like actually doing my plans. So that's not great. Just so everyone's aware that I'm aware, that I know that that's not a great combination of things. And yet here we are. I don't know. I've tried like embracing the impulsivity of it, but I don't like giving into the idea that I'm not going to follow through on my plans, because that makes planning them less fun. You know, it makes the planning itself less fun. And that's just unfortunate that my brain works like that. Anyways, we'll try out this drop chance, and if it's still like obnoxiously low, I'll adjust it again. Okay, let's not lose the 10 humanity though, because like we don't need to be making the drop chance lower. You know, like that's unnecessary. It's low enough. So let's not die and lose our 10 humanity. Now. So that could have gone better. Easy game, easy life. Had it under control the whole time. Anyway, I got my humanity back at least. I have once again not gotten a Titanite slab drop yet. So I did this modding a couple days ago. You'd think I'd remember how to do it, and you would be unfortunately not as correct as I would like you to be. Because like ideally I want to be getting like one Titanite slab a trip ish. That's what I want the drop chance to be. I want it to be realistic for me to get one every trip or two. You know? That's where I think the drop chance honestly should be. Because otherwise, like, why would you ever try other weapons in this game? Which I think is like my main issue with how Titanite slabs tend to work in Dark Souls games in general. I don't understand the weird obsession that FromSoft seems to have with making fully upgrading your weapons a abhorrent slog. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Because it doesn't need to be. There's another Dark Hand. Should figure out which item lump that is and lower it. But yeah, I will probably figure out the editor, reopen it. I'm not going to change the drop chance for dragon scales, because honestly, it's fine. Where did it jump down? Hello? There you are. Yeah, jump down. Okay. Idiot, didn't jump far enough away. Yeah, I'm still not seeing very mean Titanite slabs. I'll give it one more go around. Ow. That did more damage than I was expecting it to, honestly. Let's back up a bit. Oh, okay. You go over there. There's a few too many shooting lightning at me right now for me to be comfy. Okay. Darn it. Friends are looking the other direction, and so you die. Oh, ow. One of them looked over here. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Not like this. We're not dying like that. Not today. Okay, just one left. And it's one hit away from death. Cool. We did it. Still no dragon scales. Life is pain. I missed. Tried to push me off the edge again. That Drake always makes me nervous. Okay, Drake, time to give me some dragon scales. Please. Life is pain. Anyway, I don't need to walk back. I do need to homeward back, and I will give it one more go around before I decide that Titanite slabs are still too unlikely. I think based on my understanding of how that math should work out, I should have something like tripled the base drop chance of Titanite slabs. And that may not have been enough. Like, I was wildly guesstimating on how those numbers would affect it, but I think it probably ended up something around somewhere between 3 and 4 times as likely. And man, that drop chance is so low that 3 or 4 times is just not enough, which is impressive in a way. Like, honestly, kind of impressive. Do that, and we. Okay. Now we go this way. Wonder if I should come from the other way since I want the drakes still. Since I want the drakes still, maybe I should come at this from the other direction. At least until I have enough dragon scales. Maybe. Might be slightly faster. At the very least, I'd certainly earn dragon scales faster. And then I'll switch, then maybe I will switch back to this once I have all the dragon scales I need. So Jagged Ghost Blades also upgrade normally. That means I need 10 of them, so it's not really a bad thing for me to be killing these ghosts. You know, like that's actually a good thing over time. This means I at least won't have to farm their weapon. I shudder to think how many weapons I'm gonna have to farm. I honestly don't want to think about it. Especially not how many times I have to kill Solaire. That hurts, man. I'm gonna have to kill Solaire so much. That one could have gone better. But it's all good, because we're almost fully healed. Oh, we'll just backstab, move on. Backstab, move on with our life. There's a Dark Hand. It's not what I want. There's a Dark Hand. Please. So thank you. I would like to live. I would like to decline your generous offer of ending my life. And instead, offer to end yours. Look how polite I am. I'm getting an annoying amount of dark hands from this, so I might lower the chances of that one. I really don't want to have to sort through the bajillion dark hands I'm gonna have. If I really wanted to go crazy, I would completely remove the nothing slot on their item lot params. That'd be like the nuclear option. That'd be the, no, you're dropping something for me option. Okay, please. Here's a Titanite chunk. Like, I'm definitely getting Titanite more frequently than I was before, because even chunks I was only getting, like, every couple of runs. But, this would still take, like, I need 300 something slabs. I would like this to not take an eternity. Part of the reason I also kind of want to increase the drop chance is because I don't want to do all this farming in new game. I'd really like to spread it out, but that just doesn't make any logical sense because drop chances don't change. Which I think if I were to make a change in FromSoft's design philosophy, it would be that. I think drop chance should go up with new game plus, and to my knowledge it doesn't in any of them. I think it's really funny that if you mess up the first parry, it almost always perfectly times you to parry the last hit. I think that's funny. Like, you can just sit there and just spam the button and you'll get the last hit. I think that's a funny little tidbit about Dark Raids, if you didn't know. Yeah, I just don't want to be here killing Dark Rays for an eternity. I would like to kill Dark Rays for a reasonable amount of time and be done, you know? I think that's why I have such a hard time finding mods that, like, feel good to me personally, is because a lot of the time people are like, well, if you're already cheating, why not just pour it into your inventory? And I'm like, I still want the experience of fighting the enemies. I just want it to not take an eternity. I just want to not be fighting the same enemy for 200 hours to get everything I want. Like, I don't mind fighting the enemies for a while. It's the length, it's the duration of how long I have to fight them that is the problem. Also, I call BS on the drop chance for Dragon Scales being 20%. It sure doesn't feel like it. It sure feels like I'm not getting a Dragon Scale 20% of the time. Because, like, a 20% drop chance would mean that on average, when I kill these 5 drakes, I'd be getting 1. I've cleared them, like, multiple times over this grinding, and I think I've gotten a total of 1 Dragon Scale with all the drakes that I have cleared. So, like, my luck's gotta be bad. I really like, I think that more games should implement systems where how you kill an enemy determines what it drops, in various ways. I really like that, and I think pretty much every game, like, that should be normal. How extensive it is can change. It can be like, you kill them with magic, they drop a magical thing. You kill them with physical, they drop a physical thing. And they just have different drop tables. I don't care how extensive it is. I just want it to exist. You know? because I feel like systems like that generally have drop chances that are much kinder, you know, like, I don't know. And Dark Souls does have a little bit of that with the tail cutting off thing, but I just really wish that more games had just straight up, like, if you if you kill it with the right thing, it will drop what you want to get from it. I think that's an oft overlooked thing that games could do to make themselves better. And I wish that more games did it. I have still not gotten a slab. Life is pain. Life is truly pain. Okay. Down we go. Actually, wait. I was going to, if I didn't get a slab again. 1 second. Be right back. Just gonna do a little background thing. Don't mind me. So I figured out what the problem may have been. After looking into it, I appear to have forgotten or messed up a key part. It would appear that I did not properly export the changes or something. I thought I did, but the drop chance had in fact not been changed. So I was just getting weirdly lucky with them dark hands. Like, weirdly lucky. But whatever. So we're going to go try again. And this time, the drop chance should be noticeably better. Should be. We'll see. Like we will see. I'm effectively at this point still experimenting. Because obviously I did not do it correctly the first time. But yeah, I am going to verify that, like, the wiki says that dragon scales are 20% drop chance when you have the full boost, which means they're 5% drop chance base. I'm gonna verify that that math at some point, because it sure doesn't feel like it. But not gonna verify it right now. Right now we're going to go smack some more dark raids and verify that that change to drop chance did something. If after one round I still can't tell, just to make sure that I'm changing the right files, I'm just gonna change it to, like, I'm just gonna, like, make it so that way they definitely should be dropping something. Because right now, like, vastly increasing the drop chance just means that they're, like, only like 50% chance to drop nothing. More than that still, probably. I think it's still more like 60% chance to just drop nothing. Gosh darn it. I did not dodge roll in time. Sucks. It sucks because they drain a humanity, but they don't give it back when you kill them. Which I've talked about before, that, like, anytime an enemy takes something from you, you should get it back upon killing them. And, like, the only, I think, notable exception should be if they, like, obviously use it for something in front of you. You know? Like, then that's fine, I guess. But, like, generally speaking, anytime an enemy does something like that, idiot, get stabbed. Yeah, part of the reason I'd like Titanite slabs to just be faster to get is because then I could just, after having a bunch of them, just go through my list of, like, here's the things I need to upgrade. Let me just go down the list and upgrade all of them, and then come back and farm if that wasn't enough. You know, like, I think I probably just did something a little silly. But it's okay, because I have the low ground advantage. It's over, Anakin. Whoops. I don't mean to kick that body away. Come here, Titanite chunk, and Titanite chunk. Okay, so, on the one hand, yeah, I did definitely increase the chance of something dropping. I do definitely still need to increase the chances of specifically the Titanite slab, because I really don't want to just have more chunks than I could ever possibly know what to do with and just be waiting on Titanite slabs. That sounds obnoxious. I don't want to deal with that. You know, like that does not sound fun. It sounds boring as heck, to be honest. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm like, I want to make sure that I have forward momentum in this grinding. That I'm not just like, you're grinding for 4 hours and I have nothing to show for it. And I think that's the thing that annoys me the most about grinding in a lot of games is they're like, in order for it to actually be grinding, you have to be farming a 1% drop that, or a less than 1% drop that you're gonna have to kill this thing thousands of bajillion times just to have a chance at getting. And I'm like, that's not fun. But you know what I do find fun? You need 1,000 of this thing to upgrade it into another thing, and you get one each time you kill these guys. That, I think, is more fun grinding. And I think it's because, like, I don't super like the what's the room looking for? Oh, hey, a dragon scale. I don't like the uncertainty of how long I'm gonna be grinding. I like to be able to be like, okay, yeah, this grind's gonna take me this long. So I don't like the uncertainty that is created by things, by drop chances. I would much rather, and also I think it's just balanced better without that. Like, generally speaking, I just think it's balanced better. Okay, he almost yeeted me off a cliff. Idiot. You thought you were gonna get away in the air? No. I just think it's balanced better because then, like, if you have a 0.5% drop chance, there's some unlucky person who will grind for 100 hours and not see one. You know, like, that's just the realistic. I should go kill that last drake, actually. That's just the realistic, like, what's going to happen, right? There's going to be that one guy who, through no fault of their own, just never finds the items. And I think drop chances can sometimes be interesting. I just don't think that they're as interesting as everybody thinks they are. I think that overall they're actually pretty boring. And we should abolish them. Get rid of them. They don't need to exist. Also, 1 second, I am going to increase the drop chance of specifically the thing I want most. That means I have to exit out of the game again. Then go over here, go back to this, and bump the item chance points on this up to like that. Yeah, that should be good. Do that. Save params, save entire project, export entire project. There we go. That should, once it's done exporting. Once it's done exporting, I can open Dark Souls again, and then we will be back in business. I don't feel bad at all for modding dumb drop chances out of the game. I think that's one of the few, like, I'm not a big person who's like into modding. I prefer to just use the game as it is. But dumb drop chances is definitely one of the places where I'm like, no, I'll mod that. Get that out of here. It doesn't need to exist. It is, in fact, not something that a game needs. Like it is something that in fact that we would all be better off without, and I don't feel bad about doing that. And people will be like, but you didn't get the real challenge. It's because the real challenge was dumb. Like, sitting here for 200 hours killing Dark Race is not a challenge, you know? Like, and I'm not getting rid of the grind because I do like the grind to an extent. I think if I were to change anything about it, if I could be like more free with how exactly I'm changing it, I know what I would do, and it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be making it a guaranteed drop. It would be making chunks a guaranteed drop, and then make it so that way you can combine some ridiculous amount of chunks into a slab. You know, like, that's what I would do. I wouldn't even have slabs be a thing that drops. Because I think having slabs be a thing that drops is fundamentally not a great plan. I would have them craft out of something in some form or fashion, because I think that's a better system, and then have the thing that they craft out of be something that is have the thing that they craft out of be something that you can get as a guaranteed drop. And then what I would, and for the record, this is just like, I don't like drop chances. The whole game would work like this. If I make a game, the whole game works like that. I do not like drop chances. I think they're dumb. Anything below a 20% drop chance is bad game design, in my opinion. I think that they can be replaced with better systems. Because I think if you want players to have to kill a certain number of an enemy, having components that the enemy drops craft into whatever thing you want them to have to grind for is just infinitely better. I will say though, one thing that you have to avoid if you make that kind of change is do not use the same components for everything, which is what a lot of games with like who do something similar to that, that's the mistake that I see them make, is because then like if you don't have enough components, if each component doesn't craft into like one or two interesting things, then players just don't care that they got a component. They're not excited about it. Who cares? It's just, you know, it becomes like the open world syndrome where the craftable components just don't matter. And you want to avoid that. You need to avoid that. Like, avoiding that is actually really important. Got to avoid that one. Anyway, so what I did was I made getting a Titanite slab. Ow. Rough. I made getting a Titanite slab about half as likely as getting a Titanite chunk. I made everything more likely to drop, and then I bumped that up to half as likely as a Titanite chunk. So hopefully we start getting occasional slabs. You know, like I said, I want to be getting about one every time I do a run down there, because 300 runs down there is way more doable than 5,000, you know? Like, cut my grind by decimate my grind. But actually is decimate to cut down by a 10th or cut down to a 10th? I forget. It has to do with 10th though. So if it's cut down to a 10th, and that's what I did. If it's cut down by a 10th, I did that like 9 times. I should remember to actually heal, because that little bit of health really matters. I should honestly pump a bit into vigor. Like, I know that I should. I'm not going to, but like, I know that I should. You know, it's just one of those. It's like, I'm like, yeah, I'm aware that I should, in fact, do that. I'm not going to, but like, I understand. Like, I am aware that, I do in fact need to do that. I'm also aware of the fact that I need to greatly increase endurance. And I haven't done that yet either. So, there's that. I wonder if the way it actually works is item discovery is increasing item discovery effectively just controls how much of the nothing item lots you remove. Would make sense. Like, that would make a lot of sense for how the item lot params are structured. Oop, hello. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, so now there's like something like a 25% chance that these guys drop something before my luck factors in. So with luck, they're pretty likely to drop something. There's a Titanite slab. This is already going great. Nope. No, thank you. Get stabbed in the back, actually. Idiot. Anyway, there's a Titanite chunk. Yeah, this is a much better grind. This feels so much better. Get stabbed. Get another chunk. And at this point, I'm probably going to be getting enough chunks that I can break down some of the chunks into shards and things. Into various kinds of shards. So that way I don't have to teleport to a smith that sells those things, because that's annoying. Hello, Ghosty Goo and Dark Wraith. I'm here. Only got the Ghosty Goo. Hey, Dark Wraith. Hello? Oh, there you are. Like, I was like, I'm pretty sure that should have been close enough to aggro you. Not having enough boys sucks. But it's okay, I've got the low ground. Ow. Rude. Rude ghost. I'm trying to loot. You might. Ghost. Ghost, please. Ghost? Ghost. I don't know where it is, and I feel like that's gonna come back to haunt me, but you know, there's not much I can do about it. Like, I feel like it's gonna stab me at some point. Oh, there it is. How'd you get over there? Ghost took a weird route. Whatever. Wonder if there's something weird like stairs in that wall for the ghost to use. I'm fine. Not even close, baby. Not even close. Easy game, easy life. Easy. Do 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 do. Ow. The other dragon really saved its butt there. Or the other drake. I have to remember, these are drakes, not dragons. Classifications are important now. Me all like, classifications are important while killing its friend, and it took offense to that. I knew that one was one hit away from death. Hey, another dragon scale. Ow. Not sure where you're aiming, buddy, but I'll take the free kill. Like, also, I'd like to point out, I did not change the dragon scale drop chance. I just complained about it, and looky there, more drops. You know, it's just that easy. Simply complain about how bad the drop rate is, and the game will fix it for you. How many dragon scales am I at? I'm at 14. And we're up at 4 Titanite slabs. That's enough to do a whole armor set. So we're gonna go do that. You know? And by enough to do a whole armor set, I mean I actually have more than enough to do an armor set. Because some of my armor sets I already have pieces of upgraded. I already have a maxed out chain armor, right? Like that's just a spare. Yeah, I have a maxed out chain armor. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is turn some of my mini Titanite chunks into lower tier things. Hey, buddy.
Is it?
There's just... Oh, there's Titanite chunk. I'm just blind. If I remember correctly, isn't the exchange rate like 5? Right? Yeah, the exchange rate is 5. Okay, so every time I do that, I get 5. I don't feel like mathing out how many I need, so we're just gonna do it a lot. You know? Like, I don't feel like doing that math. It's not important. I can't hold as many as I need anyway, so I'm not gonna be like, oh yes, I have done this many. Like, oh, too much effort. Okay, there we go. Okay, reinforce armor. We'll reinforce the standard hard leather set first. Hopefully I fed it enough chunks and things to actually be able to do this. Almost have our first fully upgraded set. And there we go. There's our first fully upgraded armor set from that. Yep, and it is still like worse than everything else. Might be better than my leather gloves at this point though. Correction. So let's see. It's a little bit heavier, but not to the point that I fat roll. And it is otherwise a linear upgrade. Mainly because it's plus 10, so we'll wear it. It looks even worse with our outfit, but you know, do what you gotta do. Oh yeah, really increasing those stats in meaningful ways. I don't care. We're going for 40 all. That's the goal. Our build functions, and that's all that really matters to me. Let me open up the checklist. Also, had to answer text now. Do that. Update the checklist. Run an ad while I'm updating the checklist, so that way pre-roll is off. Because when else am I gonna run an ad, right? I don't. Nothing's going on screen. I'm opening up the checklist in my Google Drive. Okay, let's go down to armor. We're looking for yep, this set right here is now fully upgraded. Heck yeah, that's one more armor set out of the way. Our first goal is just going to be all the armor sets. So all the armor sets that can be upgraded anyway. That's one armor set out of the way and like too many left to go. I should probably save my souls and use them to upgrade the armor that costs Twinkling Titanite, since I can buy that, but like no. Because it's what, 80,000 something souls for a full upgrade to Twinkling Titanite, something like that, something in that vicinity for sure. Off this way we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. There is more yet to do. But we've gotten one armor set completed already today. And we take that. Like, that's pretty good. You know, we take that win. The dupe. But yeah, I will actually start saving my souls to upgrade armor. So just upgrade armor and weapons. I believe it's 10 Twinkling Titanite for a full upgrade. And there's a lot of armor sets to upgrade with it. But yeah, our overall goal is to get the armor list finished. Oh, it didn't do the last hit. So I couldn't do the funny thing where you, by mistiming the first hit, you're actually perfectly timed for the last one. Okay, so the fight with this Dark Wraith, not going super well. But it's okay, because it did a dumb and I can backstab it, so you know. A winner is me. It's okay, because even when I'm bad at video games, I can still just do that. You know, like, it's functional. Doesn't give me quite as many souls, but it's sure functional. Do 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 do. Heck yeah. 2 Titanite chunks, I'm pretty sure gets me more than enough Titanite shards to upgrade. I think yeah. And I haven't actually looked at how many it takes for armor. I will probably care more about chunks once I'm doing weapons. But before I do weapons, I'm gonna have to actually do some other shenanigans too. Oh, like weapons is more shenanigans. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. So apparently I have a missed call, but I don't really care. You know, like, it's whatever. Second, I have a bunch of texts. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay, back to murdering dark wraiths for loot. Please, Munjo Dark Wraith, let me murder you. It'll only hurt a little. Hello? I'm just like, I know there are enemies here. You're not fooling me. I'm smarter than this. There we go. Like, I know you exist. I'm not gonna get tricked. Not falling for it. I'm smart. I is smart. I is cool. I is not falling for you. Do, 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 do. Stab. Give me your souls. And your Titanite junk. Rude. Rude dude has been smacked in the face. Wonder if I jump off that, if I can just end that guy. Oh hey, another slab. Yeah, this is much better. Much nicer. This is the life now. This is the life I want to live. 'Tis beautiful. Oh, thank you. Perish. Jerk. There's another Titanite chunk. And we go over here, and we still need a lot of dragon scales. That Drake got saved by its friends so hard right there. I shouldn't have rolled back though. That was a mistake. I should have recognized that where I was standing was safe and just drank an Estus. Well, they all blasted lightning in a direction that wasn't hurting me. Because I did just kind of roll back into some lightning. You know, I hit the panic roll button, and as the panic roll button, as often happens when you panic roll, I died for it. Because this game does not reward panic rolling very often. It does sometimes. Like there are a lot of attacks you can panic roll out of. But there's also a lot of attacks that if you panic roll, you will panic roll into them. And I dare say that's on purpose. Like, I'm pretty sure the game devs intended for that. Oh well. I just need to not make any mistakes on these dark raids because I really don't want to farm humanity again. Like, really don't want to do it. So we're gonna go kill these dark wraiths, and we're not gonna die. We're not gonna. We're gonna kill these dark wraiths in a way that does not result in our death. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely nothing's gonna go wrong. It's gonna be a great time. And I'm gonna keep convincing myself that that is the case. That when I stab these dark wraiths, nothing is going to go wrong whatsoever. I really thought it would be in the swing. I was too lazy to turn further. Okay. I'm using just double covetous. Okay. Now we go this way. All is well, all is happy. Come on. I think the most annoying thing about fully upgrading every weapon is that because of the way embers work in this game, I'm gonna have to like go around to the different smiths, which just feels like it's gonna be so obnoxious. You know? Like, that feels like it's gonna really suck. I have all the embers, right? Somewhere? Like one of the smiths has every ember at this point. I don't actually know that I've done that already. I'll have to do that soon. I'll have to make sure that every upgrade is available somewhere. I think I got every ember. Like, I'm at the end of the game, I should have every ember. If I don't, it's because I missed it, you know, at this point. Like, if I don't have the embers, it is kind of my fault. Ow. Rude. Yeah, I'm gonna stab you in the back for that. How's that feel? Anyway. And we go back this way. Also, yeah, I got another slab. Wahoo. I didn't actually comment on it when it happened because I was in the middle of another thought. And then I forgot about it by the time that thought was over. But I got another slab, so we are excited about that. Yeah, this rate of getting slabs is much better. Please. I know you're there. Thank you. For no longer insulting my intelligence. No. Bad glowy hands. Only dead hands. Without the 10 humanity, there sure are a lot more dark wraiths that aren't dropping anything. Do 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 do. Yep, I sure can. I sure can just do that. Ooh, another slab. Lucky. It is actually still pretty lucky to get 2 of those in one run. Like my chances of getting them on any individual run, pretty good. Chance of getting 2 of them on one run, not super high. Stabbed. You know what I'd like? I wish overkilling enemies made them more likely to give you their drop. It, like, didn't just increase the soul count, but also made them, like, that'd be another way. Like, there's a lot of FromSoft had a lot of options to make the drop system in their games less obnoxious, and I think the only, like, real thing that they did was just remove super rare drops as a thing. And I'm just like, that's not the solution I don't think anyone was hoping for. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's the solution anyone was hoping to see, except people like me who are like, drop chance is bad actually, and we should abolish it. Also, I will say, while I will absolutely stand by the idea that there should be something that you can craft into it, I don't mind like what you see in like Final Fantasy XIV, where you collect a material that can be crafted or turned in for that item, and then the item also has a drop chance. I think that's fine. I want there to be a maximum, like that's fundamentally what it comes down to. I think there should be a maximum. I'm going to get hit. I had absolute confidence that none of its attacks were fast enough to hit me before I did that attack, and then it flew away. And I'm like, that was actually its best option because it did dodge the attack. But dang, that was unfortunate for me. But yeah, I just want there to be a maximum to the amount of times I have to kill enemies. That's what I want from drop chance. I want there to be a maximum to the amount of drops the amount of enemies I need to kill to get that drop. I don't particularly care what system you use, whether that's like they drop a shard of it and you have to craft them into the whole item, or whether it's like, and like however you do that. And if you want to keep the feeling of being lucky, I do think that the best solution for keeping that feeling of luck while also allowing for like what I want, I keep increasing my stats. I probably shouldn't right now. I should save my souls to upgrade things with Twinkling Titanite. But what was I saying? I think no matter how you decide to do it, I think it's fine, so long as you do it. So long as in some fashion there is a hard maximum to the amount of things I have to kill to get something, and that maximum is itself reasonable. Like, you know, if the maximum is 10,000 dark wraiths to get a single Titanite slab, that's not reasonable, right? But like, you know, there should be a maximum, and it shouldn't be too much worse than the average expectancy of luck, because that's what you're fighting against. Is you're fighting to make sure that that super unlucky person is not there for eternity. That's what you're trying to prevent. You're trying to prevent Mr. Unlucky from having to kill thousands more of something than everybody else does because they got unlucky. That's what you want to prevent. And if that's what you want to prevent, then what you want to do is have some kind of pity system, or just get rid of drop chance altogether. And I think overall, I think pity systems are probably the better solution for games. I prefer the consistency of just having it be drops that you craft, just having guaranteed drops that you craft or otherwise turn in, that somehow they turn into the item, you know. I prefer that personally, but I recognize that a lot of people don't. So the better solution for a game is honestly to do both, because that makes people like me happy, and it makes people who like drop chance happy, right? It gets a little more complicated when you talk about like the prestige of having things, but like I've never really gotten that anyway, because if someone's like, look at the prestige I've earned by getting this 1 in a million drop, I'm like, you got lucky, so what? Like, that doesn't say you worked harder than anyone else to me. That says to me that you got lucky. You know, that's what that tells me personally. And I get that not everyone feels that way, but that's just like, that's a game cultural thing, particularly an MMO culture thing I never got. Like, I get that it makes people envious. I understand that part of it, but I do not understand why the person who has it is proud, like they did something special. Because the idea of drop rates that are so low, what makes that valuable is that even if you grind it all day, every day, you might still not get it. That's where the value comes from, according to those. That's unfortunate. According to those people, that's where the value comes from in that instance, is from I don't want to be here. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna drink an Estus, thanks. Please perish. Thank you. But that's where the value comes from, is from the idea that even if you're hardworking, you still won't get the item, fundamentally. Because if everyone could get it by doing a set amount of hard work, because you'll hear these people who defend the idea of these insanely low drop chances for things in MMOs like mounts and stuff like that. They're like, but that'll lower the value of if anyone could get it with hard work. It's like, then it's not valuable, because it's just luck, and luck just isn't something to brag about to me. And I don't understand people who want to brag about being lucky. Like, I simply don't understand that mentality. And I know that that's, like, at least partially a me thing, because apparently enough people understand that mentality to really, talk about it a lot. So, like, obviously I'm at least, like, largely an odd one out here by not understanding it, but I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get what the point of bragging about being lucky is. You know, it's the same kind of energy that people who have rich parents have when they brag about being rich. You know, like, cool, you didn't do anything. Somebody else earned all that wealth, and even then, I still wouldn't say they earned it either. But that gets into, like, you know, everybody who's rich probably got it by exploiting someone on some level, or got it from a system that is self-exploitative, and there are very few exceptions. But that's a different discussion. Oh boy, another Titanite chunk. But I don't know, it's got the same energy to me. Like, who cares if you got lucky? Why is that something that's worth bragging about to you? I am going to die, because that's going to hit me a third time. Yep. Rough. That was an unfortunate thing to do. By unfortunate, I mean I fucked up. We're just going to say it was unlucky instead. I just shouldn't have gone for the second attack. That was a mistake. I should have been less greedy. I should have been like, okay, I hit it once and then ran away. Or at least dodge to the side, even if I wanted to be more aggro and stay on it. Trying to hit it in the face again was a mistake. I know my sword's not fast enough for that. I know it's not, because it really isn't. And it was foolish of me to pretend that it would be, when I in fact know that it is not. But yeah, I don't know. Down with drop chance, up with pity systems. I guess pity systems include drop chance, so I guess my stance is not actually down with drop chance, even if that would be my personal preference. I recognize that it is better for games to make the people who want that experience of getting lucky, it's better for games to facilitate that for them, you know? And that's not a bad thing either. I mean, it's not a bad thing so long as no real money is going into it. You know, I think, like, gacha games, even with a pity system, I think are still pretty exploitative as a whole. Not necessarily saying that they should be, like, removed entirely. I am saying that, like, I side-eye every one of them. Like, every game of that kind I'm side-eyeing because they are sus. Come on out. Get stabbed in the back. I'm not going to try and parry this round because I don't want to risk losing my humanity. Ooh, another slab. Please come out here, Dark Wraith. Also, for anyone who wasn't watching when I was doing it earlier, I am not that lucky. I modded the drop chance. Because I did not want to be here killing Dark Wraiths for 300 hours and only have 5 slabs to show for it. And then consider myself lucky at the end of that 300 hours with only 5 slabs. Because I got 5 whole slabs. Like, we're not doing that. We're getting like a slab every couple of minutes here. It'd be faster if I stopped dying to the drakes. Because while I did increase the drop chance, I didn't make it 100%, obviously. Because I find that boring too. That's actually how I got on the drop chance thing. Is I find I want the grind. I want there to be a grind for the drop. I think I like that. Like, I think that's good game design for me to have to kill things and work hard to get what I want. I just want there to be a conclusive end. But unfortunately, the only way I can easily mod things in Dark Souls, because I don't want to figure out how Framped works, is to be like, well, all I can do is increase the drop chance of the slab. That's all I can do to make this grind better. I didn't increase the drop chance of the slab very much. I did, relative to the Titanite chunks. But the main difference that I made is I way reduced the chance of getting nothing. I made it so that way, if you have full item discovery, you're pretty much guaranteed to get something from these guys. Just the Dark Wraiths, though. Like, the only enemies whose drop chances I'm modding are the Titanite slabs, because that's the only drop chance that I think is egregious enough I need to. Everything else I'm like, yeah, it's fine. But like, to fully upgrade everything, like, for comparison, the other things that you need comparable numbers of to fully upgrade everything, like, you need close to as many blue Titanite slabs and dragon scales if you wanted to fully upgrade everything in the game. The difference, of course, being the dragon scales are a 20% drop rate, and blue Titanite slabs are like a less than 1% drop rate. I don't remember the math for it, but it is less than 1%. That's how much lower it is. It is more than 20 times lower, something that you need a similar amount of to fully upgrade. You know, like, you need about 5 to 6 times as many Titanite chunks. I'd have to look at my spreadsheet again. You need something like 5 to 6 times as many Titanite chunks as you do slabs, but you get them at a rate that's like 100 times faster, and you can't turn chunks into slabs. If I knew how to mod Framped, I think that's the modding I would have actually done, is just make it so that way I could turn chunks back in, like I could go the other direction with upgrades. And that's the only change I would have made. And I may have only even added that for slabs and not for anything else. Please, Drakes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I got hit for that, but I also took out a drink, so, you know. I think it's so funny how they just fly back. Like, why? Why did they do that? Ow. That is not the direction I meant to roll. That was very much not the direction I meant to roll. Quite the opposite direction, in fact. Like, I 100% meant to roll forward, not backward. So that was rough. Oops. That happens sometimes, though. I don't know. I might still take a break from grinding. Like, even at this really accelerated speed, it's still draining. The next time I make it back to the bonfire with my souls, though, I will be upgrading another armor set, so there's that. You know, one more armor set will be done. So that's cool. And then eventually I'm probably just gonna wear Havels, and that's kind of funny when you think about it, is that I'm doing all this work and I'm still just gonna wear Havels. Like, you know, like, end build for me doesn't actually change. It's as much Havels as I can get away with, aside from Helmet, because Guardian is better than Havels for Helmet. And I don't know, I actually don't know if there's a better glove than Havel's gloves. Maybe there is. Maybe once I upgrade everything to 10, I will find that I actually like something better than Havel's. I kind of doubt it, but maybe. You know, like, I've still got a lot left to upgrade. Like, a lot. I think the first thing I'm going to use Twinkling on is going to be the remaining pieces of the Xanthos set, just so that way that set's done. And then I'll probably upgrade the individual helmets, like Fangboar and Gargoyle, that don't have a set associated with them. just to get them out of the way. For normal sets, I'm doing chain next, just because for normal sets, I'm just going to go down the list, you know? Like, I'm not going to make this more complicated than it needs to be. And honestly, if I get to a Twinkling Titanite set on the list, and I have the souls for it, I'll probably just upgrade it. But it's something like 300,000 souls to fully upgrade a Twinkling Titanite armor set, so... Also, there's another slab. Cool. At some point, I might increase the chances of getting 2 Titanite chunks, because I think increasing Titanite slabs without increasing that means that I'm getting more slab. Well, you know what? If I'm getting too many slabs, I can break slabs down. I'll do it. Don't test me. No, what I'll probably start doing is just not... Right now, I'm breaking down Titanite chunks into smaller shards, so that way I don't have to go to a blacksmith to buy them. I'll probably just start going to a blacksmith to buy them. And then it'll be fine. Okay, but this time I'm going to beat the drakes and not die. I believe. This time will be different. This time things will be different. Easy. Hope that thing didn't drop a jagged ghost blade, because I think I still need more of those. How is that one not a back attack? I'd like to disagree with that, but whatever. Dang. I'm actually getting lucky on the slabs, because like even with my enhanced drop chance, I'm well above average for the drop chances I made. And only getting higher. Like, easy. But yeah, especially without humanity, like, I've gotten a drop from like every Dark Wraith I've walked by, and without humanity, I still have a decent chance of getting nothing. Without my humanity. Badoop. Stab. I have successfully stabbed the enemy. Oh boy. I have obtained a Titanite chunk. Okay, I'm gonna need you to come over here. Yeah, perfect. No, not perfect. For a second I thought I didn't roll far enough and I was like, oh no. But I just barely did. All is well. Easy game, easy life. Oh, I definitely got the other one's attention too. I only wanted one of their attention. One of you fly at me, actually. One of you come all the way in here with your powers of flight. Or not. I mean, you can both fly the opposite direction, I guess. Like, that works. I suppose. There we go. That's what a little too close. Easy. Definitely wasn't risky at all. That other Drake shouldn't have killed me whatsoever. Smackety. Smackety. Clickety. I ran out of stamina. Clackety. Okay, yeah, we'll go kill some more drakes. This is my life. I should go confirm the cost of fully upgrading a... Ow. For a second I really thought it was just gonna die. You know, like, these things do jump off the cliff sometimes. Like, I was looking down like that. There's a non-zero chance this thing eats itself off that cliff. There's yet another dragon scale, only like 90 left or something. It's 85 is the actual number left. I need 100. Since I have enough to get the Drake, once I have the 30 I need for the Drake thing, I will go do that. Back to this. Let's first go over here. We're going to cleanse our inventory of the extra chainmails. Pick up.
No. Well.
If you want to be treated like an old withering snake, don't be an old withering snake.
I am. Is it?
Need item. Over to armor. Defeated a spare chain helm. Defeated the spare chain armor. Defeated the spare leather gauntlets. I have a pair of leather gauntlets upgraded. You, right? Are they different? They're leather gloves. Let's see. That's fine then. Anyway, so that's the chain handled. And next I want to warp somewhere before I upgrade my armor. I want to warp to Anor Londo. Oh, that's right. This is dark. I don't want to warp there. Ooh, I have made a mistake. I forgot I was in Dark Anor Londo for a second. I have done an oopsie. Just gonna warp again like nothing happened to the Chamber of the Princess. It completely slipped my mind that this was Dark Anor Londo. Completely forgot. Like, legitimately just forgot I did that. Oh, whoops, I'm an idiot. Thankfully, that's a livable fall. Which is honestly a little surprising. I thought I just killed myself in a very dumb way. Like, I was looking down like, that's a stupid way to die. Anyway, somewhere along here, there's probably gonna be... Yeah, those two to fight, because I haven't cleared them out yet. I mean, if your friend's just gonna stand over there and not help you, I'll just finish you off. Stab. Stab, stab. Bye-bye. Anyway, easy game, easy life, I suppose. Let us continue on our merry way. Right after I check my phone again. Okay. Now we shall continue on our merry way. Wahoo! Up the stairs we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Here we go. Okay. By the way, I totally did not check if this myth stayed when you darken it in Orlando before doing it. I'm glad he does, but I sure didn't check. Yeah, sure. You can have the crystal. You got any, Okay. You don't care about any other embers I may or may not have. No, reinforced armor. Chain helm. Need more large titanite shards, which I can simply purchase. They are expensive. Oh dear. Rough is how I would describe how expensive those are. And yeah, Twinkling Titanite costs 8,000. Which I think just probably isn't worth spending the souls on. I think I'm better off grinding it. Like, I think that is just the better way to go. How many chunks do I have? Like 30 something still? I think breaking down chunks might still be my better route. I don't know. We shall see. I'll play it by ear. But yeah, for Twinkling, I'm not gonna spend souls on that. Okay, there's chain leggings done. So there's the chain set done. Let me update the spreadsheet. Chain. Chain is all green now. We have obtained it and it is fully upgraded. We are done with chain. The next armor set in order, since is Knight. That's the next set. How many slabs do I still have? Do I have enough to do the set? I do. So we will not hard. Purchase a bunch of these. I cannot afford enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to break down chunks at the rate this is going. Oh, right. Whoops. Let's get out of here. Firelink Shrine. Bye-bye. We're just gonna go. Don't mind us. Even if it means a longer grind time-wise, we need more souls for things anyway. So, like, that's fine.
Oh, well.
You are an old withering snake. Get up, old man. I really wish this animation was faster.
Is it?
I mean, kind of. I'm doing something ridiculous, and that is obviously very urgent, so... But yeah, I have a bunch of stuff I still need to buy with souls around. Like, I still need to buy most of the armor sets for beating bosses. So you know, I've got to do that before I New Game Plus. So you know, we're gonna try. What am I doing? I just did that to make sure that I had enough to upgrade the night. I did not make enough Titanite shards. What am I doing? I'm all over the place. I am not running around in a way that makes sense, that's for sure. Like, I am running around in a way that distinctly does not make sense. Okay. So every Titanite chunk is effectively 25 Titanite shards. So for each armor piece, it takes... I think I wrote that down on my spreadsheet, didn't I? Didn't I note that down? Towards the bottom when I was doing a bunch of annoying math. For armor, takes 4 Titanite shards, 4 large Titanite shards, 4 Titanite chunks, and 1 Titanite slab, according to the wiki. Let us make sure that that calculation is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Immediately wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it takes 6 of each. Which means I don't have enough. Oops. I did an oopsie and I broke down too many chunks. Maybe. But that's fine, probably. I'll just go down and get some more chunks. Like, no big deal. And next will be the Elite Knight set. So that means in order to do, so this should be 6, 6, 6. And in order to do 1 armor set, then I need 24 Titanite chunks and 4 Titanite slabs. But if I'm breaking down Titanite chunks into the others too, then I need an extra 5 Titanite chunks to break down, which is going to for just the large Titanite shards, and a 6th to turn into Titanite shards. So I need an extra 6 Titanite chunks, which means I need 30 Titanite chunks for every armor set, and 4 Titanite slabs. That is the amount of things that I need. So those are the numbers I'm generally aiming for. I should probably figure out how many souls I need to do different shops and things to be doing that while doing this too. Like, I need to figure out Logan's shop, so that way I can get everything I need from him. I should I should just keep going around clearing up shops. Like, I have a lot of shops that I should go clear out. Badoop. I did a little fall. I landed on the ground. Talk of the town. And at some point I need to turn souls into... I need to turn boss souls into things too. But I'll get to that when I get to that, you know? Like... Right now I'm just trying to work through my inventory of, like, all the stuff I have that needs upgraded. And, like, once I'm through all of that, I will look at obtaining the last couple of things that I need to upgrade elsewhere. You know? Like, I have so much to do. And then there's a lot of stuff that I can't do on this playthrough, but I can collect all the materials I'll need. Like, I think I can upgrade enough on this playthrough to not need to do any farming in New Game Plus, and to just run forward and kill enemies repeatedly until I have 10 Slayer Swords, pretty much, and other such things that I can only get one of a playthrough, but that can be turned into multiple forms, which I'll just have a list of you know, checklist things like that, where I'm like, I need to how is that not a back attack? Sometimes back attacks in this game are a little wonky for sure. Hello. But dupe. Easy. There's another slab. If I really get too many slabs, I can start breaking those down into chunks, but I probably won't ever have enough slabs to do that. Like, even with me messing with the drop chances in a very amateurish way, I don't think I'd be so overflowing with slabs that I decide to get rid of some. Because, you know, Titanite chunks are still the way more likely drop. So I will probably still just be getting enough of those. I feel sorry for the sanity of anyone who has decided to fully upgrade the game and didn't do anything about the drop chances. Because I legitimately think that it would be faster to go through the game getting the guaranteed Titanite slabs the 300 times you would have to than it would be to not quite 300 times, because there's more than one guaranteed Titanite slab. I think that would be faster than grinding it, I'll be honest. Like, I think if you were not going to mod the drop chance, the fastest way to do this would be to remove I think the fastest way to do this would be to remove would be to just not worry about getting them from Dark Wraiths at all. If you do, a happy accident. But otherwise, you just go through the game repeatedly, over and over again, until you have all the Titanite slabs you need. And that is rough. But at least you can use the glitch to get 2, which I didn't do, which I regret. From the one demon, the one at the Undead Asylum, that drops a Titanite slab. If you do that glitch every playthrough, you've drastically lessened the amount of playthroughs you need to do. Because Titanite slabs are still the most limited resource. But you're still looking at doing 100. So, you know, like, it lessens it for sure. Okay, fly away. It's fine. I didn't want to fight you anyway. I didn't want to fight. Whatever. Okay, I need to have a ranged option here, because this is obnoxious. Once I have 30 dragon scales, I think I'm good to go. So once I go do the dragon scale thing, then I should be fine to go and join the Covenant, the Sunbro Covenant. And then get the things that I want from it. Because the reason that I don't want to join it yet is because I need to be in it in New Game Plus. For reasons. Yeah, you need to be in that Covenant New Game Plus until you get to the altar, because at the altar you can get something with Lord Gwyn's soul, but you have to be in the Covenant to get it. So you know, that's the Covenant I want to end New Game on, because it's like the only one that I need to be in New Game Plus that I can't join in New Game Plus just as easily. So it's what I want to end New Game on. Because the after Dragon and then Sunbro, the only other Covenant I have to do is Darkwraith. And then once I finish Darkwraith, I guess at that point I'll just join. I'll test out all the Covenant spells, decide which one I like the best, and then actually just become that Covenant at that point for the rest of my playthroughs. It's probably gonna be Sunbro. Lightning Spear looks real cool. You know, like, it looks really cool. It's probably the one I want. Like, shoot lightning. What's not to love? Like, it seems great. I would love that. We can level up. But we can't. I mean, we are. Force armor. I still didn't get enough Titanite chunks. I think I need to increase the rate at which I'm getting Titanite chunks. So, 1 second. There's a real easy way to do that. And that is to simply get rid of the lot that drops 1 Titanite chunk and replace it with the lot that drops 2. Nice and easy. 1 second. Switch that to back soon. Over here, put Dark Souls. Open up this again. Then find the right item lot. Bump up the count for that to 2. And otherwise, don't mess with it. It is otherwise fine. Save params, save entire project, export entire project. And we're just gonna do that with all with everything that drops upgrade materials. We're just gonna make them less rare. You know? Like, because them being that rare just makes grinding out different gear an obnoxious slog, and I don't want to deal with that, you know? I simply don't want to deal with it being such an obnoxious slog. I wait for Dark Souls to have the little conniption fit that has every time it opens for some reason. I honestly don't know why it does that. But yeah. Now I just gotta wait for Streamlabs to, there we go. Streamlabs picked up that it existed. Okay, back to the grind. Back to smacking the enemy with my gianty. But yeah. So the only change I made was it now just won't drop single Titanite chunks anymore. It'll just drop 2. And that'll solve it. While still keeping the rate of Titanite slabs as high as it is. Because I'd like to emphasize, with the rate of Titanite slabs as high as it is, with me getting like a Titanite slab like every 3rd one of them that I kill or something, I am still only getting like I've only upgraded like 2 armor sets so far. I'm working on upgrading the 3rd. That's how much I need. It sucks. That's why I say that like it's ridiculous how low that is, because, and I get it, what probably happens is that FromSoft doesn't care about the people who want to be completionist about it, right? They don't, you know, like on a fundamental level they don't, and I don't blame them. Like, I think that is an understandable thing to not care about. On the other hand, though, I care, and I have a modding tool for their game, so, you know, I can just fix it. I don't blame them for not necessarily caring about the player who wants to upgrade every item in the game, because honestly, you should know whether you want to fully upgrade an item long before you get to the end of the game. And 3 Titanite slabs is enough for you to fully upgrade your weapons pretty easily. And since Dark Rays are a good farm for Titanite chunks, even if you're not fully upgrading, you can farm them for Titanite chunks and have a chance at getting slabs. So, like, it all makes sense. It's just very much not built for someone who would be like, but I want everything to be fully upgraded. And that's fair. Like, I don't blame them for not including that person in their plans. Because being that person, I acknowledge that I'm insane. I acknowledge that what I am saying I want to do is fundamentally crazy. I get it. Like, I understand. I'm still gonna do it, though. I still want to do it. You know, even knowing that it is, like, fundamentally foolish, I still want to do it. I'm still gonna do it. And, FromSoft can't stop me. Do 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 do. Smack. I got him with that stab right in the back. That song's not going anywhere. We're just gonna try again. I don't really know what to talk about at this point, because, like, you know, there's not exactly interesting gameplay happening anymore. Also, did I just kill like 3 of them without getting items? The heck? What's going on here? Hello. Okay, there's a Titanite slab. I'm starting to think I may have messed up the Titanite chunks somehow. Because, I didn't get any in, like, just, no, I didn't. Okay, I was like, really, did I just miss that I got some? Like, no, I'm not crazy. I didn't get any. That's true. Where's the one that always comes at me from over there come from? Oh, down the hall and to the right. I always thought it was just around the corner. It was never insane enough to just go into the room. Oh, okay. Don't yeet me off the edge. I mean, I don't want to yeet you off the edge either, but better than dying. Okay, there's the 2 Titanite chunks that I was expecting, but that could just be the normal 2 Titanite chunk drop. I can't tell if I just got weirdly unlucky or if something's wrong. I don't remember if I killed the ghost or not. I did not. I like how I'm like, I don't remember if I killed the ghost or not. Walks around corner into ghosts. At least my question was swiftly answered. Did that a little wrong, so I didn't hit it twice. Okay, there we go. That's more what I was expecting. Do, 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 do. Yeah, like I said, I just want this grind to be less obnoxious. You know? I don't want to get rid of it. I just wanted to take like 15 hours or 10 hours instead of 1,000. Or whatever it was going to take without any modding. I don't want to math it out. That's depressing. I mathed out how many slabs I need, and that was already depressing enough. Thank you very much. Come back. Let me fight you. Easy. Easy game, easy life. Mac. I see. I really thought I could only pull one of them. But the game said they both took offense to that. No, thank you. Please die. Okay, there we go. There's another dragon scale. Our luck with dragon scales has been much better today, which, again, like, I'd admit it if I changed the drop chance. I didn't change that one. I'm just actually getting lucky. You know, like I'll admit it when I change the drop chance of things, obviously, because I think people are going to be would be much more upset about me changing the, okay, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Panic rolling, panic rolling. Okay, that one wasn't a panic roll, that was I saw the attack coming roll. Those other ones though, absolutely panic rolls. Because they actually made it more likely I would get hit, not less. Because the way to not get hit by that landing was to just run away. That was in fact the correct answer. Was to simply run directly backwards. I win. I did it. I did not get what I wanted from it, but I already got 2 dragon scales from those guys, so that's already pretty lucky. Okay. There's night set done. Okay, now we go and mark the night set as complete. Night set, night set, night set. Night set is done. Ba-doom. It is now green. Our list of armors slowly becomes more green, and I am happy with this reality in which that is happening. You know, it's going great. The night set is just one in a long line of ones that I'm going to do. Now we run back down and stab some more things, because we always need more. Like, we're not even close to done with armor, which, like, I'll remind you, armor is only like armor is significantly less Titanite slabs than weapons are. Weapons are gonna be a lot more. But we're doing our best. We are still making significant progress, so that's really nice. And in the near future, we're going to start just going down the list of weapons and getting them done. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna hate it, but it's gonna be great. I need to figure out how I want to put draw like all the different types of weapons into the spreadsheet for each one that can be upgraded like that. Because I have a feeling I'm not gonna like it, but I'm gonna have to do it. What's really going to suck is like it is just so much traveling for all of that to take them to the different merchants who can do those upgrades. At some point, I have to check if I have all the embers. I talked about that a bit earlier, but I don't actually know that I have all the embers. I think I'll just, once I'm done with the armors, once I've upgraded all the armor sets I currently have, including the Twinkling Titanite ones, I will take some time to do every form of one weapon, like probably like a short sword or something. You know, just do every form of short sword, and then once I've done every form of short sword, I will simply go through and that'll be my way of making sure that I have every ember, right? Because that would use every ember. And then I will probably just keep going through weapons one at a time like that. And it will suck. It will take so long. But I'm gonna do it. Heck yeah. Titanite chunk. Titanite chunk. Easy game, easy life. I will say I am getting not enough chunks for the amount of slabs that I'm getting still. I'm not sure what to do about that. I really don't want to be breaking down slabs, but I think the only way to fix it would be to increase the amount of chunks that I'm getting to 3 or something. You know, like, that'd be the only way to actually fix it. Although maybe I'll just make the second item lot more than the Titanite chunk that would normally drop 2. Drop more than 2. Yeah. Make it drop an amount that would solve the problem. Idiot. He thought I would stop swinging my sword. Fool. I am a master at swinging my sword repeatedly at your face. You thought I would stop? Foolish. Anyway, but yeah, I'd just like to... I'm trying to find ways to speed this up that still feel authentic to the fact that I'm grinding at all. Because I want to keep that feeling of grinding. I just want it to take less time. Which, so far, I've definitely accomplished that. Like, so far so good, honestly. Like, we have greatly reduced the amount of time I have to spend grinding for this. So, like, so far, we're doing great. Like, mission accomplished. So far. Okay. Oh, now. This is not great. Not great. Not great. Not great. It's, okay, killed something. I honestly don't know which Drake I killed. Because it wasn't the one I knew I was hitting. Means I accidentally hit a different one as well. So yeah, and that one was also one hit from death. I was hitting a lot of drakes there actually then. I was really really getting them. For 19 dragon scales. We're getting there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You know, I honestly do not know what drakes are weakest against. I should really look that up. I think the answer is fire. I wonder if I should just bring out my my fire, but I don't have my stuff upgraded enough, and I did a little oopsie, so I can't upgrade my pyromancy any further in this playthrough. Cause I did a small oopsie, a little oopsie poopsie, as it were. But maybe I can upgrade just a fire weapon and then use that. But yeah, I need to do something to increase the number of chunks that I'm getting. This is still noticeably more than the Titanite slabs. Or noticeably lacking compared to the Titanite slabs, that's what I meant. So let me go ahead and do that. Shouldn't take but a second. I just have to, so I'm just gonna go to the item lot. I'm going to make it so that way instead of the other one dropping 2, it drops like 6, and it has that much. There we go. Okay, that should more than cover me. Like I may have legitimately overdone it. But you know, who doesn't like overdoing things a little bit? You know what I mean? Like, I just overdid it a bit. I think it's really funny how many achievements I have yet to get, and like they're all just like half of them are just acquire the best weapon through this kind of reinforcement. And I just have none of them. Like I just have none of them so far just because I haven't done that yet. I haven't done a single proper weapon reinforcement other than like twinkling. But you know, it's fine. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, so now effectively what I did is I now have equal chances to get 2 Titanite chunks, 6 Titanite chunks, or a single Titanite slab. And that should bring me up, because it means that for every Titanite slab, it should on average be getting 4. No. For every Titanite chunk, I should be on average getting 8. For every Titanite slab, I should be getting on average 8 Titanite chunks, give or take a bit. You know, variability and all that, but like, that's the average, and that should be fine, you know? That should more than cover what I need, because that means I should be getting 32 Titanite chunks for every 4 slabs, which is 2 more than I need to fully upgrade everything. Or no. Yeah, 2 more. 2 more than I need to fully upgrade everything. So I should be slowly gaining chunks, which is fine. Lord knows I'll need more of them later. because this uses distinctly less shards, large titanite shards, and titanite chunks relative to slabs than I will need later. I cannot wait to have to farm the other types of slabs. It'll be fine. It's just gonna be annoying having to find their information so that way I can change their drops. You know, but it's not that bad. Like, just have to do some light file editing. Like, it's fine. I could also edit how many souls enemies drop, but I think that's fine. The only time I might edit that is once I get beyond, like, plus, so, like, at the point where the enemies stop scaling in difficulty, I might do something about that, because I would like to actually max out on souls too, but or max out not on souls but on level, since I'm going to all this effort anyway. But I had no idea how ridiculous of a prospect that actually is. I suspect it's real bonkers, from my understanding of how many souls you get versus how many it takes to level up. Because I don't think the soul increase just... I don't think the soul increase catches up with it. Hello. Please give me what I want. Give me your titanite chunks, please. Okay, there's some. That's certainly an amount. But please give me more. More titanite chunks, sir. Don't mind. Please, sir, can I have some more? That's just my luck today, huh? How many titanite slabs did I even need to fully upgrade every piece of normal equipment? I think it's like 80 something? Or just the normal defensive stuff. Oh yeah, there's 6 titanite chunks. Life is good. That's what we really want. So we want to see more of the 6. That's the good shit. Ghost, I know you're there. I know you're there. I know you want me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get out here. Come on, Darkwraith. Somehow managed to not aggro the Darkwraith. Not sure how I managed that. Also, is there a ghost up there? There is. Have I just always left this room before it got to me? Like, I didn't even know that there was one up there. Like, I completely missed that there even was a ghost up there. Is it stuck up there? Is that what's up? Like, is it just stuck where it is so it can't come down? Like, I didn't even know it was there. Completely was unaware that that was where an enemy was. 100% did not know. Head empty, unaware. Okay, over here we go. Idiot. Anyway, there's some more chunks. They're Engi. I've upset the Dragon Horde. Ow. At least I hit the Dragon Horde once. That's progress. Thank you. And there's one member of the Dragon Horde completely removed from life. just 2 left. And yes, I'm calling them the Dragon Horde, knowing they're drakes. I can hear someone correcting me already. I don't care. Second dragon removed from the Dragon Horde. No, I'm not falling for that. You want to go get back up. I'm not falling for that, Drakey boy. Gonna stab you instead. Yeah, that's right. The last Drake has been removed from the Dragon Horde. I'm just gonna start using Drake and Dragon interchangeably. So that way if someone listens back on the VOD, they're just upset. Ow. Uh-oh. We're fine. Great even. Get smacked. That's right, get hit by my jumping attack. The best move ever made. Specifically my jumping attack. It's better than everyone else's. Honestly, I was not walking in a straight line on that bridge, so being in the menu like that where I couldn't see was actually real sketchy. But it's fine. Life is pain. Not a single dragon scale. Every time I go through without getting a single dragon scale, my brain goes, but what if I just tweaked it a little bit? Like, just increase the drop chance a little bit. Fine. Ooh, that gets me my 5th spell slot. Some HP. Or some minor poison resistance. That's what I really need. Intelligence doesn't really do anything for me right now, same with Faith. Like, it'll do things for me eventually. Not today, though. I was about to be like, I should just upgrade one of the dragon weapons. Then I remembered. Those cost a bunch of souls to level up generally. Souls that I just spent. So, you know, can't do that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Down we go. Wee. Boom. Got here with the yawn. Got here with that wild yawn, you know? Got that yawn in me. Got that yawn in me, bro. Do 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 do. Smack. Do 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 do. Smack. Smack. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. I have a lot of games I'd really like to play on stream. But like, I just gotta catch myself at the right moment to play them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get better about following through on the challenges that I do to actually finish them. You know? Like, that's why I swear I'm going back to Dragon Quest 2. I promise. It's happening. Probably. But yeah, I'm just trying to get better about actually finishing the things that I start on the channel. Because, like, I know that if I were a viewer, that would bother me. But it's really hard because, like, everything about the way Twitch works encourages me not to. Like, I suddenly understand why so many variety streamers, particularly smaller ones, don't finish things. Because finishing almost any challenge takes so long, and your best bet on Twitch is to constantly be changing what you're doing if you want to be a variety streamer. Like, if you want to be a variety streamer who does a variety of things, you have to be constantly changing what you're doing, because otherwise you get too many people who are following you for one specific thing, and then you can't do anything else without vastly hurting your analytics. And when you're still small, it really hurts your growth. Like, I see the most growth in the first week that I'm playing a game. Like, if I stream every day for a week, if I stream every day for a month, even, because I have done that. Like on the times I was trying to get affiliate, fun fact, I actually got the watchers for affiliate for a month before I had the followers, and then I just stopped streaming for a while. I did that playing Dark Cloud 2, for the record, which I might get back to that challenge soon, but I stopped doing the challenge because it wasn't getting me followers, and then because I had to stop doing the challenge, just kind of lost the drive to keep streaming at all. And so I stopped streaming for a while, and that it took me like an extra year to get affiliate because of that. That string of events. Because I just didn't have the drive to stream for a long time, because I don't like the way that Twitch works, because Twitch discoverability is so low outside of people seeing that you're playing a game that they want to watch streamed, which is, I'll be honest, a lot of the discoverability on Twitch is not anything Twitch is doing. It is the community actively fighting back against how bad discoverability is. Like, I've tried to discover new streamers on Twitch, and it made me respect the people who go around, who like pop into my stream way more, because it's obnoxious to find new people on Twitch. It is so annoying. And these people really are just out here being like, who can I look at who's playing this game? You know? Who's playing this game or doing this kind of thing. Like, they're actually looking for new content creators. And I'm over here like, I would never. Like, I could never. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things about Twitch that are good for variety streamers, like the kind of streamer I want to be. But there's also a lot of aspects of it that are just really bad for them, because it makes it hard for you to be like, I'm gonna do this one thing for like 2 weeks or a month, and then I'll go back to streaming other things, which means that longer games that would take longer, just aren't realistic options. And that really sucks, because I don't know if this has become clear yet. I like long experiences. Like, for instance, I typically don't like 12-episode anime. I do sometimes, but like with 12-episode anime, my biggest gripe is always, why was it only 12? And there are 12-episode anime I think do a really good job with only being 12 episodes, but those are more the exception than the rule. Part of that is absolutely informed by the tendency of isekai anime to only get like 1 to 3 seasons and then just never finish their plot line. So many isekai anime that just end on cliffhangers and never get another season. That is one of the biggest things that has turned me off the isekai genre, by the way. Is just, they don't finish. Isekais never finish their anime. I read the novels now, because At least those sometimes finish. Even then though, I tend not to do unfinished stories anymore at this point. Just because I want there to be an ending, and so many stories just have never ended. Like, I think the only, like, big ongoing stories that I'm reading right now are, like, I still read all of Rick Riordan's books, but those generally have, like, defined endings, you know what I mean? Like, each series has a defined ending, at least. They're all interconnected, but, like, at least within each series, there is an ending. Anyway, I'm sure I have enough stuff to do the... Oh, I need to go turn chunks into shards. 1 second.
Is it?
1. Oops, that's not the... 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I'm the same way about games. I don't particularly like short games. I can, but like, games are longer form content by default a lot of the time. Wait, does it not give me as many large Titanite shards as I think it does per time? Because I swear I broke 5 Titanite chunks. Hold up a second. Excuse me? Does it not break down into 5? I thought it did. If 9?
Is it? Farewell. Chose.
It does not. It only breaks down into 3.
Is it?
Uh-oh. That changes the math. That means that I need, to break down, I need... Okay, so on average, it's still working out for armor. So that means I need... Actually, it is not still working out for armor. What nonsense am I spouting? It's 24 divided by 3 is 8. And then I still need another 5 to break down into shards. Uh-oh. That's not good. I might have to adjust how many of them are being dropped again. Oh well. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I'm just gonna adjust it again and then not worry about it. Because it being a bit higher isn't a bad thing, because I need more chunks for the other stuff anyway. Which I know is a very clear way to speak. It was very clear. Okay, so that's the Elite Knight set done. How many sets to it until I get to a Twinkling set? Do normal sets just appear above Twinkling sets in this? No, they're mixed. It's just happenstance that the top is mainly those. Okay, that's weird, but whatever. Anyway, we have another set next that I don't have to worry about duplicates on, so we appreciate that. But the Elite Knight set is now green. So let us do that. Green. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to quit the game real quick because I need to adjust that again. I lacked critical information last time. Okay, so Yeah. So, I think so Titanite chunks I need for a weapon, I need 23 Titanite chunks to every 3 Titanite slabs. Plus so 23 plus 11 plus whatever 90 divided by 5. Another 18. So 34 plus 18 is 52. Yeah. Yeah. And then plus 1, so 53. I need 53 Titanite chunks for every 3 Titanite slabs. If I reduce that and then round it to a whole number, what is it? I need, oh Jesus, I need like 18 Titanite chunks to every Titanite slab. That's a lot more than I thought I did. So 1 second, I'm just going to go in here, and we're going to bump this up to 6 and bump this up to 12, and that should be good. Save params, export params. Sure, Dark Souls is closed. And then export params. Forgot to switch to this screen. Whoopsie. Nobody saw anything. I actually don't care if people see that behind the box where the game goes is just blue. Like, oh no. Anyway, someday I will make my general stream page nicer. And by someday, I mean someday I will bug Key to please do that for me as a nice gift. Not anytime soon, because Guy is very busy these days, which is why there's been no more art. Because this just isn't making, this doesn't make me money, so I can't hire an artist. And Guy is my lovely partner, and well, they would make art for me, because they are very nice and kind. I'm not gonna ask that of them when they're actually busy, you know. Like they are doing other things with their life, and that is okay. Um, and so further art for the channel will simply have to wait until I have the money to actually pay an artist, which will be a minute. Like we are not close to having money for that. Also, I like how drastic my modding has gotten over the last 2 hours and 45 minutes. Like it started with like, yeah, I'll make the slabs a little more common. I'm like, drop 12 Titanite chunks actually. You know, I definitely slippery sloped my way into really being like, I'll just make this take less time. And I don't necessarily mind, because yeah, I would really like for this to take less time. Because I'll remind you, even with all my modding, I've only done like, what, 3 armor sets? That's it? 4. I've done 4 armor sets. And that's it. I have whatever 82 divided by 4 and then put up is. So I have 20 something regular armor sets to go. Like, it's rough out here. And that's before I get to the sparkling armor sets. You know? Which I have to look up. I think the best option for sparkling is going to be the stone guys in the DLC. Because while the clams drop... Actually, wait. If I can teleport to where Seath is, actually. So I'll have to actually check. Because it might be better to do the clams, since Seath's bonfire is one that I can teleport to now. Like, since I can do that, it kind of makes more sense, you know? Wahoo! We go across the way. We stab an enemy, and then we wait. And then we wait. And then we wait. You know, while I was in there, I should have increased the drop chance for dragon scales. Oh well. It's not terribly low. It's just annoying. You know, it's just low enough to be annoying. Not low enough, like, if I wasn't already modding the game, I wouldn't bother to change it. You know, like, that's the level that it's at. It's at, like, I'm annoyed at it level, but not I need to change it level. Well, there's yet another Titanite slab. We appreciate that. Stab. Just awkwardly stand in front of it until it, does that. There's the 6. Smack. There's 6 more. Do 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 do. Here's another 6. Kind of funny we haven't gotten the 12 yet. Yeah, we're already up to 32 Titanite chunks. This honestly might be a little overkill on Titanite chunks for the armor, but I promise you this is what is necessary for the weapons. Game ready. I wonder how many chunks a slab turns into. Kind of curious. If it's anything less than 5 though, I would feel absolutely gypped. Like you really shouldn't, even if it is 5, you shouldn't turn a slab into chunks anyway. But if it's not at least 5, it'd be like, why would you even consider it? You know? Like, why would that thought even enter your head? Please die, perish, leave this mortal coil. At least now I don't have to explain that I modded the drop chance. You know, seeing how many Titanite chunks enemies are dropping will answer that question for me. You know, because that's just not a vanilla thing. Like that is not an amount that will drop in Dark Souls without modding. So you know, it's no longer a question. I did it. Give me your loot. Oh, you didn't have any. Bummer. I've been getting more unlucky with them just not having loot. Which sucks. Okay, so if you shoot any of them, they all take offense to that. Okay, fair enough, I guess. I think that's kind of funny because I definitely, if you bait them from across the bridge, you can do it one at a time by shooting them. Not this direction, I guess. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Many mistakes were made. Ow, ow, yep. I made some bad mistakes in there. Like some mistakes were definitely made. Also, much as I would love to keep streaming, I really do have some stuff I need to get done before Thanksgiving. I'm in charge of like most of the main dish cooking. Like I'm doing the turkey, the mashed potatoes, a lot of that stuff. So I have stuff to prep. I've got to make sure that everything is ready today so that way I can do the day before prep tomorrow and then be ready for Thanksgiving on Thursday. So thanks for watching today. I appreciate everyone who stopped by, and I will see you next time.